Welcome to Witch Hunt. I'm Antonio Stuckey. In this entry in our victim story series, I will be telling the story of Salem Witch Trial victim Elizabeth Howe. Elizabeth Jackson Howe was born around 1635 to William and Joanna Jackson in Raleigh, England. The family would later move to the Massachusetts Bay Colony and be one of the first settlers of Raleigh, Massachusetts around 1640. Elizabeth Jackson met and later married her husband, James Howe Jr., around 1658. They married on April 13, 1658, and will go on to have 5 children, 4 daughters and 1 son, becoming a beloved mother to her children. 3 of her 5 children will go on to marry, with her daughters Mary and Abigail remaining unmarried. This is important later. Elizabeth lived in Ipswich alongside her neighbors peacefully until around 1682, when the parents of Hannah Curley accused her of bewitching the daughter. The young girl sadly died of her mysterious illness, but not before Goody Howe visited Hannah and asked her if she was her afflictor, to which Hannah Curley responded, "If I did complain of you in my face, I know not that I did so." It is later said that Hannah's parents and brother corrected Hannah and took accusing Elizabeth, to which Raleigh's minister Samuel Phillips scolded the boy. The accusation went nowhere and she was not arrested. However, the suspicion stuck, and she was denied membership into the Ipswich church. She largely kept to herself, and while suspicion against her continued, suspecting her of sickness of livestock, poisoned apples, and rotting fence posts. The primary reason she was likely accused was the gossip stemming from the accusations from the Purley family. The primary accusers were Abigail Williams, Mary Walcott, Mercy Lewis, etc. During her 1-month incarceration, her blind husband made the 27-mile trip to Boston twice a week with the help of his daughters Abigail and Mary. At her grand jury and trial in late June of 1692, 13 people testified against her, with 6 people speaking to her good works, conscientious in her dealings, faithful to her promises, and Christian-like in her conversation. Sadly, at her trial, Elizabeth was found guilty. She was brought to execution alongside Rebecca Nurse, Sarah Wilds, Susanna Martin, and Sarah Good. It is possible that her body was retrieved after her execution and buried on Howe Land in Ipswich. Her unmarried daughters would continue to take care of their blind father until his death in 1700. Elizabeth Howe was fully exonerated in 1711 through the work of her daughters, Mary and Abigail, clearing their mother's name. Elizabeth was honored at the Danvers Memorial, Charter Street Memorial, Proctor's Ledge Memorial, a stone on Toctoy Common, and the Elizabeth Howe Nature Reservation in Ipswich. I hope you enjoyed, and we will continue to do more series regarding Salem Witch Trial victims and other victims of witch hunts throughout history. Thank you. Have a good day.